talking about here is not necessarily the mechanics, but the philosophy of the attacks and defense. So, Alistair's on guard. What do I need to worry about? What can kill me? Yeah, that's important because he can do some pretty horrible things with stick. You guys know stick can do some things, but I can neutralize it too by simply going here. Now, if he wants to engage his stick, he has to do one of two things. He has to stretch.
Yeah, no.
Okay? He actually three things. If he just crosses over, well, now he's working on the line of his sword because he's not going to cross that clean.
No.
He's going to come wham. Most people are going to do that. Or he's going to clear his sword out. And the minute he clears his sword out, I know his stick is coming. So if I'm over here and he drops his sword, I know it's coming. He's told me he's about to attack me. He's told me he's about to attack my blade specifically. So if I'm over here, all I have to do is stay over here. And as soon as he presents, I step back and go here. Or I step back, I let him get guard, and I go here again. And I can literally keep going. Can I keep going on that side?
Yeah.
It's right there.
Yeah.
And so if he
That's where you got
throws a
me.
shot, I can still go over here. And again, if he wants to do those big heavy beats that I like, sure. And I'm back on that side. When you're facing righty to righty or lefty to lefty, unless they're playing Case creates an entirely different game. They're playing this type of game, even if they're sitting with this. You do it. You come over here. Now, if I want to do anything like this, we're going to switch. Yeah. Especially stick. He's over here. Oh. All right. So what do I do? So what does he do? What are you going to do? Yeah. And I'm going to go here. I don't have anything after this. Maybe. There are some things I can do.
Yeah. Yeah. I can
try for that low cut. But you crazy leg little bastards make it impossible. So I don't got a whole lot, so I'm going to have to disengage. Then I'm going to go right back over here with my stick. And I'm going to put my sword over his sword, because now I'm going to put him back to where he was trying to do for me. Thank you. So if he attacks...
Exactly, that's flawless.
Right. Well,
I'm going to do something, and I'm
his
going to try and stay keeping, again, over here. The dagger will add a dimension of lethality that is not here, because I can't... the reality of I really want to do the stick is this.
right.
Okay, I get too excited.
Shazam! Okay, sorry. So you're playing righty on righty or lefty on lefty. You're always looking for this. Now think about your pairs, 2, 3, and 4, right? You're in 2, okay? My sloppy 2, I go to a 3, I go to a 4. What am I doing? I'm taking everything out of the equation, I'm going down the line, and I'm staying on his sword. Okay? And if he gets free, you're okay. So remember, how you reverse this. He goes on guard, I go here. There's a problem here. I have to stay out here. You see what he's thinking? You can see his dagger drift. You can get away with it, but you better be sure. So if you switch, now try it with a stick. That is a really bad equation for me. So I go over the top of him like this. The stick can just snap. There is another answer when someone goes over the top like this. So we're going to reverse. You're going to go over the top like this, right? Can I pull harder? Push. Can I pull harder? No. I can't. Right? You can't. Let's go do that. That's always the answer. Disengage.
Yeah.
Invite a little attack. And right back on that line of staying away from what defends him. I personally, if you let somebody have this, you better have a plan. But if you don't, I missed the parry. That's it. It's a really simple lesson. Stay focused on that which can kill you.
Yeah.
Okay, Case creates a separate issue. I'm not a Case fighter, and this is not Case, it's dagger. Technically it's Case. I will defer to Nikolai. Bobby are by far more active case fighters than I am.
Yin.
Yin.
Because even Bobby's case is mismatched.
This is not case.
That's not case.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yin's really more of a case fighter. Nikolai and Theron when he's here.
Yeah.
You know, there are some other things. But when you're facing, again, complementary to your body. So give me a lefty. Let's trade that around.
So one thing to note when you're doing this, you get so focused on pushing their sword off line that you take your tip away. Because if your tip drifts off their line, you've given them everything they need to smash through and do that cross he was just talking about.
So if it's righty to righty, it's more sympathetic, okay? Now we're in opposition. So here we are. Her secondary is irrelevant to me. And she should be looking for this too. And if I can get this, I'm going to go right there. Still going to go out to a 4 from a 3. Or I'm going to go here. She sits it out there like that. Yeah, I'm going to go like that. Or I'm going to come across here. But righty to lefty, one of the things you can do is you can really get an off angle. And you can do it with your secondary or you can do it with your sword. And just go here. And it's there all day. Again, the whole point is you're trying to limit your exposure to one thing pointing at you with a reasonable likelihood of hitting you. If you line up and you give them 2, especially... you give 2 of this, if it's anybody but me for this, no freaking... Jesus Christ. God damn, man.
Yeah.
You're going to have to go to the good arm.
That is a right-handed sword.
All right, that's a whole lot better.
Let's face fact. That's a hand and a half.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is very heavy.
But if you give somebody like this and you go square up on them, like JP very rarely does this. JP does this. If you square up with somebody who's got 2 long blades like that, it's a bad day at Black Rock. So that's it. Go have fun. I have one more pass and I'm going to call it a night. Had a very long day, so I'm going to call it a night.